Fight fans? It's Square Circle Productions. I'm coming in with a new rant. Okay, this is my post-fight thoughts on the Alvarez Khan fight. Okay, well, it's official. Canelo Alvarez knocked out Amir Khan in the 6th round. Okay, and my thoughts on it are, it was pretty much as expected. I didn't necessarily think the dude, would knock him out. I wasn't 100% sure. I knew that was a possibility. And I thought that maybe Khan could take it the distance. But, either way, it was pretty much designed for, Alvarez to win. Now, I saw on ESPN Boxing that right after the fight, Alvarez called out Golovkin. Okay, and I was like, well, because I've been a staunch right now. These last few rants, I've been very, very firm in my stance and belief that Alvarez ain't gonna try and fight Golovkin no time soon. And I may have a little ammunition on that, and this for a lot of people. This is like Golovkin haters, or at least Golovkin critics. And I've been hearing a lot of stuff, and I think it's kind of like a double standard. I think it goes both ways, and you're only looking at it from one perspective. And I do look at it from both perspectives, but the other perspective I really don't respect. If you're scheduled to fight a particular fighter, then that's what you do. You take maybe one fight, maybe 2 fights. But after that, man, y'all got to get it on. You know what I'm saying? And Alvarez has been taking the high road lately, man. He ain't really been living up to his obligation. And he really doesn't have to at this point. But I got a link to a video with Teddy Atlas's viewpoint on the Golovkin call out and by Alvarez. And, I'm going to include the link to that video in the description. So I hope everything works out. And if you watch this video, take the time, please, to go to the link in the description and watch that video, And hopefully, Teddy Atlas is a lot more in the know and a lot more qualified to speak on this subject than me, So if you don't believe me, at least listen to that man, because he's pretty much saying what I believe. And he's pretty much in the know. He got a lot more insight than what I have. But, I really don't think that it's going to take place this year. Supposedly they talking about fighting in the fall. But they supposed to have fought, like now. This fight tonight should have been Golovkin versus Alvarez. You do know, you do understand that this was supposed to be that setup for this. But, we're going to have to wait and see how it turns out. But, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about Amir Khan. Amir Khan took the money and ran, and, he pretty much messed up, because now that he lost, we done seen him lose quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? There's no real wow factor to his name. You understand what I'm trying to say? And he's pretty much a tune-up fighter. He's at tune-up fighter status now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, Kell Brook wants to fight, Errol Spence Jr. wants to fight Kell Brook. Well, let's see what you do against Amir Khan, You know what I'm saying? He's going to be like a tune-up for these guys that's coming up, that people think are really the real thing. Well, let's see what you do against Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you made a lot of money, bro, because you pretty much threw your career down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Because you got significant losses in 140 and 147 pounds. So I really don't see you really going back and re-challenge these guys. What do they need to fight you for? You know what I'm saying? Even you even messed up the big money fight with Kell Brook. Because at this point, other than just the pure satisfaction, this guy really hates you, and he just wants to whoop your ass, it's really no need for him to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Grudge match or not, pretty much most people think Kell Brook's going to whoop your ass anyway. Second of all, by you losing all these fights you done lost, you know what I'm saying? Kell Brook will lose by fighting you. Even if he wins, he still loses because he ain't accomplished nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what wow factor you had behind you is no longer there. You got a puncher's chance, and that's it. But every man got a puncher's chance. believe it or not. So once that's taken away, you got some speed, and that's it. It might make it a little difficult, but once this dude connects, it's pretty much over for you. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, I hope you got the money you was looking for in this Alvarez fight, because you ain't gonna really have too many more big paydays after this. So, I hope you enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's nothing else I can really say about that. You pretty much washed up now. You pretty much also ran. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you relegated to tune-up status. So, I hope you're happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're content and happy with that. But that's pretty much what your career is going to be from this point on. Okay, but like I said, though, we're going to see what the events of the next few weeks and months transpire. Hopefully Alvarez ain't talking that go down to 155. But I will say this. If Alvarez will definitely fight Golovkin, maybe that 5 pounds ain't that big of a deal. You understand what I'm trying to say? Unless Alvarez put some kind of rehydration clause in there saying you can't weigh no more than 165 the day of the fight. That's the only reason why I can see him, really stressing that 155 thing, or just go to 157 and fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, meet each other halfway in the middle of the middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. If you feel comfortable at 155, then fight at that fight. To force the other fighter to come down to that is kind of ridiculous. But I mean, again, we know what the strategy is all about. So, and you've earned the right to call those shots, whether I agree with it or not. I mean, you're the linear champion. So even if you get stripped of the title, you still got that. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like even Teddy Atlas said, Golovkin needs you more than you need him. You don't even need him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's what it is. And that's the world we live in. So, anyway, Civil War was good in the mud, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a cold movie, boy. Y'all need to check that one out. For real. Hella fight scenes. I'd say at least 16 fight scenes or more. But it was action-packed all the way through. And it had a little bit of a message to it, too. So, if you get a chance to check that out, check it out. But anyway, man. Peace out, fight fans. One love.